Hello, Team Abrams, Team Georgia, Team Democracy. This is Stacey Abrams, and I wanted to talk to you today about why we are fighting so hard. On December 4th, there will be runoffs across the state, but there's actually one election that's not a runoff. It's a do-over. Back in May, Dan Gasaway ran for office in his state legislative seat. And at the end of that election in May, he discovered that there was discrepancy in the votes. Now, in that election, Republicans didn't clamor for him to step down. They didn't demand that he concede. They supported their colleague who did his own investigation, who pulled out plat maps and looked at real estate and figured out that thousands of voters had been misallocated and that their votes weren't going to count. And because of that, he's getting a do-over granted by a state court judge on December 4th. This isn't a runoff. This is simply him getting a chance to do what the judge said, which is that people should have confidence that their votes matter, that when their votes are cast, they should count. And that's what we're doing here in this election. That's why we continue to fight. We continue to fight because it's not whether I win or lose. I'd love to win, I want to win, but that's not the point. The point is that the system has to work. The point is we have to have confidence in that system, that our democracy is bounded together by our common belief that what we do matters, that our votes matter, and that every vote counts, no matter where you start, no matter how you think, no matter what you believe. You see, the reality is 30,000 extra votes are out there. They may be for me, they may be for my opponent, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that we know where every vote is, and that no one's vote gets discarded because someone decided it's time up, because that's not how this works. Dan Gasaway lost his election on May 22nd, and it took until September for a court to say he gets a do-over. I want Georgia's democracy to work for all of us, and I want that to mean something. And that means we're going to keep fighting, we're going to keep investigating, and we're going to keep reporting the truth. But I want to say thank you to you, because this is hard. It's hard not to just reach for closure and say, oh well. It's hard not to just give up. But it's your spirit, your emails, your text messages, your Facebook posts, your Instagram posts. It's those tweets that you're sending out that say keep fighting, because you know what I know. This isn't about me. It's about us. On the Sunday, I'm thinking about a sermon that Dr. King gave about the Good Samaritan. And he talks about the fact that when we think about the Good Samaritan, we often reflect on him stopping to help that one person on the side of the road. But what Dr. King reminds us is that somebody should have fixed the road. Somebody should have made sure muggers weren't doing wrong and hurting people. That it's good that the Samaritan stopped, but what would have been better is fixing the system. And that's what I'm here to do, to make sure that our system works for everyone, Democrat, Republican, Independent, because democracy demands that we do our best every day for everyone. So thank you for standing with me as we continue to fight.